Remote management of parents' computers. Possible duplicate. Free remote desktop app good for working with someone computer illiterate? I am looking for something that I can install on my parents' and grandparents' laptops to help me remotely manage them. The requirements are: on their end, it has to be something that silently sits in the background and requires no interaction at all. They might be behind a NAT. They will probably have dynamic IP addresses, so it has to be something that doesn't require me to know their IP address. Ideally something that can show me a list of machines I can connect to would be great. Mouse, screen, keyboard control. Password protected remote access. Either free or paid is okay as long as it's reasonably priced, preferably one-off cost rather than subscription-based. Updates. All machines are running Windows, XP, Vista or 7. I am looking for something that wouldn't require a lot of configuration and setting up servers, etc.
TeamViewer is the way to go in my opinion. You would install the full version, set it to start with Windows, and set a specific password. After you have it set up, and have the 9-digit code, it will work exactly as you described you wanted. This URL. You go into the Extras and GT, Options and GT, General to set it to start with Windows. And you go into the Extras and GT, Options and GT, Security to set the password.
I use Logmain to be able to log into my family computers. It's really simple. Just log into logmain.com from the computer you want to control, and then just add the computer. You will then have a list of computers that you can log into. Logmain is free for personal use, with optional paid plans.
I've been looking into doing something similar, only in my case it's between my mother's computer, an iMac running OS X, and my own computers which all run Windows. We're both using the brand of DSL gateway/router hardware from the regional phone company. I've decided to use the Virtual Network Computing, VNC, graphical desktop sharing system to allow me to control her machine from one of mine. It's platform independent and I've been using Tightlink's implementation of it on my Windows-based machine successfully for quite a while. There are a number of other versions to choose from as well. Apple's Mac OS X includes a VNC software. The routers both have NAT, but I've been able to figure out how to configure things so the computers behind it can have fixed internal local IP addresses, which should allow me to configure port forwarding in them to the proper system. Dynamic IP addresses can be handled using one of the many free solutions out there, like the free dynamic DNS service offered by Dimes.com, which tracks the changing IP address as it changes and provide a fixed domain name you can use to access the system after you register. Anyway, that's the theory, because I haven't finished installing and getting it all to work yet, but I've done a fair amount of research and it appears to be a feasible, and free, approach. P.S. Don't let the mention of client and AMP server scare you off. The server is easy to configure and can be set to start automatically at boot time.
I typically help my family with their computers by using Copilot. There is no software required to install and it works through NAT. So long as your family has internet access and can go to Copilot's website, you can help them debug their issues. Obviously this isn't a great help if they can't get online at all, but then any other solution will have similar problems. What I like most is I don't have to tell my family how to find their IP address, I just point them to a website and give them a code to input. Copilot is free to use on weekends. I think it's around $5 for a single use.
If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.